name is James, and I will be your guide throughout this video series. My goal is to take you from an absolute beginner to an advanced player. You don't have to watch every one of these videos on this site, but I do recommend it, because whatever level you're at, I'll have a video for you. So let's begin. First thing that you want to learn how to do is to hold the guitar. I'm left-handed, so you don't have to adjust your screen or anything. You probably noticed that the guitar is on the wrong side. So most people will play like this. Right? I'm left-handed, so I play like this, just like Jimi Hendrix or Paul McCartney. So everything I say, you probably do the opposite. So what I want you to do is take your left leg, or in your case, if you're right-handed, your right leg, put it over your other leg. This creates an angle of the guitar for you. You have it now against your hip, and the neck now is shooting a little bit upward. This gives you the room to have your hand get on the neck the proper way. Now there's two ways to play the guitar. There's two positions that basically you use. You use with your fingers or your thumb behind the neck, and you use it with your thumb over the neck. And there's two reasons for each one, and I'll go into those later. For now, we're going to try to individualize, or that's a big word, we're going to try to get our brain to move each individual finger by itself. And the easiest way to do that is get in the proper position. So now you want to be able to sit here because you're going to practice. Believe me, it takes a long time. Anybody who tells you that playing the guitar is easy, well, it is to a certain point, but you really have to put some effort towards it. And if you do what I say, you'll definitely be able to play pretty much any song you want in a year. It took me like 10 years to learn all this stuff because I didn't have a teacher, and I had to learn everything wrong or bad, and had to relearn everything. This way you can learn the proper way and you can move on. So you sit like this, you're comfortable. Now you're going to take, this is your first finger, this is your second finger, this is your third finger, this is your fourth finger. It sounds obvious, but if you play piano, this is your first finger, so that's why I make that. So your index finger, your middle finger, your ring finger, and your pinky. And I like to start in the middle, so I want to start on the 5th fret. I'm going to put my first finger on the 5th fret. Remember what I told you about the dots. Dot 1 is 3. Sometimes you have a dot here, sometimes you don't. 3, 5. So I'm going to put my first finger on the 5th fret. I'm going to turn the tuner off so we don't have to listen to the beeping. At least we know we're in tune. Is on the 5th fret. And what I want to do, I'm going to push really hard on the string right now, and I have them do a close-up of my finger so you can see that I'm playing with the meaty part of my finger. I'm not playing with the tip. I'm not playing flat. I'm using the meaty part of my finger to fret the note. Another thing you want to remember to do when you first start, because your body remembers whatever you do the first time. It's called muscle memory. So if you do something right the first time, it will remember it the right way. If you do it the wrong way, guess what? It'll remember it the wrong way. And usually there's a ratio of 10 to 1. So if you do it wrong, it takes 10 times of doing it right to get rid of that one, just that first wrong mistake. So if you do it wrong 3 times, you're going to have to do it right 30 times. So try to do it right the first time. You probably have played, or if you haven't played, you do something, you'll notice, why do I keep making that same mistake? That's why. Now we've talked about this hand a lot. Now we're going to talk about this hand. So in my case, of course, it's the left hand. In your case, it'll be the right hand. This is the hand that holds the pick. Holding the pick now, this is usually, if I take on students from another teacher or something like that, this is usually where I come across a lot of resistance. This is the way I want you to hold the pick. There's a little dot on the inside pad of your thumb. Maybe you can see that, I don't know. It's a little circle there on your fingerprint. You want to place that in the middle of your pick. And this way, you have your thumb nice and relaxed. There's no tension in it. So you can see guitar players sometimes will hold the pick like this, and you can see there's tension here. Or they'll hold the pick, you know, like that, and then, you know, that's goofy. Or they'll hold it like this, and then again, tension. What you want is no tension in your hand, because tension creates stiffness in the muscle. You want your muscles to work nice and easy. So you can see now that my first finger and my pick are pretty much in the same place. So I know where my first finger is on my hand, so therefore I'm going to know where my pick is. And that's how you hold the pick. What I do is I try to make a little movement. I put my hand into this kind of position like this, place my pick down, put my thumb in the right place, and I end up with the proper pick. This just makes it easier. And in the beginning, you want to make everything easier for yourself. The next thing you want to do is learn to find your wrist muscle. Okay? You don't want to play your guitar like this, and of course, unless you're Garth Brooks or somebody like that, you know, or Green Day or somebody, you know, we're just using your arm. You want to use your wrist, so you want to hold your arm out straight and just move your wrist back and forth, just like that, back and forth. See that? Okay? That's the muscle you're going to use, and that's usually when I do that to people, their wrist cracks. Let's see if I do it with this one. You probably can't hear that, but it's making that noise. All right, next I want to put my hand on the guitar. On Fenders, it's really cool because you have this cutaway here where your arm nicely rests. On Gibsons and other guitars like that, it's a much sharper thing. You get this line on your arm. When I show you the acoustics, you'll see I get that. And you want to just let your arm hang there, right there on that place. And for 3 pickup guitars, like a Strat, like I'm playing, I usually put my pick between the first and second of these things called pickups. I want to put the pick on the string, and now I'm going to pretend that there's a bolt going through my arm into the guitar, into my rib cage. All right? So it's holding my wrist down. I can't move it. I can't move my arm. All right? And all I want to do is do a downstroke and an upstroke. And that will force me to use my wrist. Now, of course, we do not have a bolt that we drive through our arm because it would be painful and it wouldn't really make you look cool, which as a musician you want to be looking cool all the time, as well as play good. So, our arm is going to be the guide of where the wrist goes. If you play on the thick string, you're going to be closer to this pickup. And when you play on the thinner string, you're going to be closer to this pickup. That's just a natural, I think they call that the radius or circumference or something like that. I don't remember math anymore. So you can see that that's just the natural curve of my arm. So I'm playing on this string. As I go up the strings, there's a natural curve. Okay, so this exercise is called Tremelo. I'm going to do 4 picks, 1, 2, 3, 4, on each finger. Okay, so that down, up, using my wrist, not my arm. Here's what the arm looks like. Here, even the tone is different. And if you play with the pick sideways, you'll hear this. Make sure that you want your pick. I try to play a little off center of the tip. So when I add distortion or overdrive, or if I'm playing real loud, you don't hear the tip of the pick. So 4 picks on each finger. I'll do this a little quicker. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Till you get to the thin string, which is the E, remember? not going to make you do that right now. You can do that on your own. I call this exercise a TV exercise. If you're watching TV and you got nothing else to do, you just unplug your guitar. I'll just turn my volume down. I'll just do that. And what I'm doing is I'm training my fingers again, training my hand, training my wrist to work. And you can do it with your fingers extended, or you can do it with your fingers closed, depending on how you feel comfortable. As long as you're not putting any tension into your picking hand, everything will be fine. Okay? And that is tremolo. I know in my heart and from my experience that this method really works. Soon I will have a website up called realtimelessons.com. This website will allow you to connect to me over the internet live, where I can teach you in the comfort of your own home, one-on-one. So I want to thank you for watching this video and all the other videos that are going to be up on this site. So take care and keep practicing.